everyone, and welcome to another Game Explained discussion. I'm your host, Derek Bittner, and I'm joined today by John Cartwright and Lady Pelvic, aka Amber, to discuss the new Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memories trailer. So, let's get started. And John, you are the complete newcomer here. You have never played a Kingdom Hearts game before. To the best of my memory, maybe you've dabbled a little bit, but how are you feeling about Melody of Memories as a complete newcomer?
Derek, I've played all of Kingdom Hearts 3D. How can you call me a newbie?
Wow, what a one to jump into.
I had no idea what was going on. But I'm actually really into this. I love rhythm games. I love Final Fantasy Theatrhythm. And this kind of looks like a more evolved action 3D version of that. So even though I have no idea what's going on in the background, or what that part at the end was with all the story, I'm still really feeling the gameplay for this. To me, this looks more inviting than Kingdom Hearts 3 did.
Understandably. But what about you, Amber?
I was not expecting a rhythm game. I really wasn't. I was like, oh, okay. I guess from just the title, Melodies of Memory, then yes. But I just wasn't... before that was revealed, I wouldn't have expected a rhythm game. But the gameplay looks interesting. I'm more excited for the music part. I too like rhythm games. It looks fun. I'm more about the story, personally. I want to see how that's going to tie into the main everything.
Oh, you're in luck because there is not a single Kingdom Hearts game. There's never just a simple spin-off. Everything Kingdom Hearts relates back to the story. So, yep, it's
so true.
It can't just be a cute rhythm game. It is canon. So
I will say, as an outsider, it's hilarious that this little cute rhythm game that seems so basic is somehow integral to the story. Is this the latest Kingdom Hearts story in the timeline?
Yep. It is.
That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, you can tell from the stuff after the gameplay portion that this takes place after, and we're going to talk about the story later on, which we have to go a little spoilerish on, so we're going to keep it gameplay focused for now. But yeah, when I saw this logo pop up the other day, somebody found it on the website, I'm like, okay, that sounds like a rhythm game. If they're putting melody in there, that is pure rhythm game, but this is also Kingdom Hearts, so it's going to have a story. It's going to tie into the plot. How are they going to tie it into the plot, though? Because I was thinking memories, and I forgot about the one core way to do it. But yeah, looking at the actual gameplay, I'm actually rather impressed because I was expecting it to use those models basically from the mobile games and what was also used for the Theatrhythm games to just work as well. But no, they're pulling out those PS2 models again to have it all work. And in a way, that's kind of brilliant, because yeah, it's maybe not the most graphically intensive, but it's still a way to make it 3D and interesting and involved, and allow it to be on the Switch. Because there's no way this could be on the Switch. All those cutscenes, you're not going to get gameplay of Kairi on the Switch looking like that. That is all cutscenes.
And I love that they open up to begin with the 2D Theatrhythm sprites, and then it just bursts into this bigger 3D game. But that's a good point too. This is on the Switch. This is the first Kingdom Hearts game on the Switch, which is kind of nuts.
Yeah, I really wasn't expecting this to be Kingdom Hearts Switch debut, you know what I mean? I thought maybe we'd get a collection or something, but this is it. I was like, all right. And I do find it interesting too that they're reusing just the 3D models, It's kind of like, I was hoping for something a little bit more spectacular, but this gets the job done. And I think it's, let's be real, easy money, Let's reuse these assets and get them out there. So, but the gameplay does look fun and interesting. I do like the fact that you can hit multiple, I'm gonna call them beats, multiple enemies at once. There's one where he's flying, kind of, I think it was the Peter Pan level. No, I think it was.
No, it was the Roxas cutscene.
Yeah. It looks like they're going through memories, So Melody of Memories, that makes sense. That checks out.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fun way you can kind of see the Theatrhythm core in it, where they have action stages, they have cutscene stages, and now they have was sort of like random battle stages, but it looks like they're going more for bosses this time around, and because they have that whole fight against Xemnas. And it's circling around him and then beating on him as it's going around. So there seems to be three different types of gameplay. The sort of auto runner, if you want to call it that, the cutscene based flying, and then boss battles where you're sort of rotating around the boss, hitting the notes as you're kind of doing the fight.
It's so cool that you hit notes and jump over them as well, because if I remember correctly, Theatrhythm was mostly just gestures, like you're on the touchscreen, you're flicking certain ways. It wasn't like Final Fantasy combat. Whereas this is basically taking the Kingdom Hearts battle system and making a rhythm game out of it, which is a really interesting way to do that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and I mean, I don't play a ton of rhythm games, that's more Ash's beat, but I think it works. I do think the gameplay looks a little slow as far as that. I will say I didn't get a best feeling of it matching that well with what was going on screen. Maybe that'll change on a higher difficulty, because I have a feeling they kept it pretty low.
Yeah, I mean, Theatrhythm was like that too. On like normal mode, the notes were coming in very slowly, nothing really synced up. But if you go on the highest difficulty, that's when it really feels like that's what it was made for. But of course, that's going to be way harder than playing on regular mode.
Have you played the Theatrhythm games, Amber?
No, I actually, I've never played Theatrhythm, but I do like the fact they're keeping the Kingdom Hearts like action of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just hit a button per se. You see the characters going around fighting enemies, particularly the Xemnas boss fight looked exciting to me, kind of reliving that in a different light.
And like Theatrhythm as well, it had like a brilliant soundtrack selection, but the backgrounds for the most part were quite basic, I'd say, whereas these are actually taking you through like key Kingdom Hearts moments. So it's very cool to sort of re-experience everything in this just this different perspective.
And there's going to be a lot of content here. They've confirmed 140 songs.
Whoa! That's a lot. I mean, Kingdom Hearts has beautiful music, so that's 140 beautiful songs. But wow, that's a lot of music.
This is gonna be a beefy game.
Yeah. Do you know if they're doing like remixes and stuff?
From what I can tell from the trailer, it seems like it's all like the original stuff. I don't know if there might be remixes later on, but I'm imagining some of the more intense songs in Kingdom Hearts or how long some of them can go. I'm like, oh boy, there's going to be some tough ones in there. But that's exciting in its own way, because when I saw the Theatrhythm stuff come out, I was like, that would work really well for Kingdom Hearts, and it just never happened. And it's really cool to finally have that aspect. And I gotta say, I'm pretty excited for this game.
I don't know what I'm expecting from a price point, because 130 songs, each having basically their own stages, there's boss battles. This is sounding like a full-price game to me. Yeah,
I can see it be full-priced. Maybe they'll go to 50 or 40, but this is also Square Enix we're talking about. It's going to be full price.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. I was like, Square likes money.
Yeah, because initially I thought this would be like some like small digital game, but when you say 130 songs, like, no way.
Nope, this is definitely getting this will probably have a box and all that stuff, and yeah, it'll be definitely part of that. 140 songs, and other crazy thing about it, there's multiplayer. There's a two-player like rival mode in it, and I've seen from the details that people have translated, it's online too.
Oh. Okay, they're bringing out all the stops on this one. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Wow, yeah, this is shaping up to be a $60 game, my friend. Yeah.
I'll pay it.
I just want to say how cool the menu screen is, where you fly around in... So I forget the name, but that little ship, whatever you call that.
Gummy ship.
Oh, the gummy ship.
The gummy ship, that's the one.
That's a very cute way of maintaining all that, and you can kind of see how it's going to go. Like, apparently there's 345 stars that they can earn, which is separate from... other units, because they've cleared a bunch of stuff, but they also have doors where you need a certain amount of green stars in order to open up. Like you needed 7 to get to this point and whatnot. So you can kind of see where it's going and like what you have to do in order to move on. Collecting everything is going to be a task.
It seems like there's definitely a lot of incentives to just keep replaying every level again and again. And it doesn't sound like a short game, so there's definitely a lot of value seemingly packed into here.
This might be the first time we also get just about every Kingdom Hearts world represented in a single game. Like, I can see them pulling from all the different series. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we might get Tarzan back, but I kind of doubt it, because I think something happened with the license there for Tarzan, so...
Here's a question. Will there be actual Disney songs in this, or will this strictly be Kingdom Hearts? Because I know that Let It Go was in Kingdom Hearts 3. Will that be in this game? Because the license to that has got to be expensive.
I think I saw something. I had my phone out for the translation of the web page they had up for Melody of Memory, and I think they said which it translated to including Disney songs.
Wow.
So I think they might be in there.
If they advertise this as a Let It Go rhythm game, then they're going to sell like 1 million copies straight away.
So is there anything in particular you guys are maybe worried about in regards to this game? Like, is there anything that might turn you off? I guess that kind of ties into the whole let's talk about the story aspect, because that might...
Yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing for me. I just want to know the story, what goes on. I mean, even if it won't make sense, you know, I'm just like, okay, like I know this happens now. What does it mean? I don't know, because Nomura.
Gotta wait for Kingdom Hearts 4.
So Amber, as someone who hasn't played the games, I don't care about spoilers. What the hell is going on at the second half of that trailer? Like, what did this rhythm game become? Why are there characters everywhere? What's happening?
Great question. Or it looks like they're prying through Kairi's memories. And in Kingdom Hearts 2, was it? Or no. It was Birth by... No, well, I think it was 2 and Birth by Sleep. But I remember because Aqua goes to Radiant Garden, and there's like a baby Kairi, and you know, she's with her grandmother, and you don't really know a lot about Kairi's history. Even in Kingdom Hearts 1, she's like, I think she has amnesia or something. She doesn't remember, but she ends up being one of the princesses of heart, and it's like, how is that so? Or you know, or maybe princess stands for something figuratively, as in like you have a pure heart or whatnot. But nobody knows Kairi's past, so I think they're just kind of prying through that, because you see like tiny hands, you see. Well, yeah, they look like kid hands trying to like shake open a gate, and they're trying to figure out, or she's running away from something. It looks like. Also, you see the scientist like Zexion, but it's not Zexion. It's like human Zexion, the somebody Zexion dude.
Oh yeah, I forget his actual name, but yeah, we also had like Xehanort in his Ansem body, or before Ansem. It's God, Xehanort's name is so confusing when you go to that.
I know. I hear the confusion in your voice, and I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one trying to juggle names here.
The big takeaway from these cutscenes is that this is a Kairi game, which is the first time we've ever gotten that. She seems to be the complete focus of that, and as you said, Amber, they're kind of diving into her past a little bit more and using it as a way to the future, because they do have those holes they can fill in to what happened before, why she was like that, and all those aspects. And it also ties into the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm going to put up a nice little spoiler warning here, because we are going to talk about what happens at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, which some of you might not have experienced yet. Basically, you know, Kairi got sacrificed at the by Xehanort to open up Kingdom Hearts, and Sora goes through this whole major thing to get her back, rescue her heart, and bring her back to life. And he succeeds, but in exchange, he loses himself as well and wakes up in this alternate city, which doesn't seem to matter at this point. And as of Remind, they have been spending a year trying to find where Sora is, with other characters searching around the world, checking files, and Kairi herself allowing her memories to be probed to find out what happened to Sora. And Melody of Memory seems to be focusing on that. And it's kind of brilliant, because it allows, with them having it on the Switch and using the PS2 graphics for the actual gameplay, it allows it to be on Switch while still maintaining those high quality cutscenes for everything story related. And I don't know, I find that really smart in a way.
It's smart, but at the same time, there's Switch owners who have only played like the DS Kingdom Hearts games, because that's really all they've been given an opportunity to play. And what's seemingly a trip down memory lane is also like far into the lore of Kingdom Hearts. So this is got to be confusing for someone who's just jumping in expecting a casual rhythm game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think it, like, for someone like me or Derek, you know, we've played this, obviously we've played majority of the games, if not all of them, so we'll be able to be like, oh yeah, like it's gonna be a nice refresher for us. But for someone like you, you're gonna be like, what's going on? Who's this person? You know what I mean? Who's this Joker and whatnot? So yeah, I don't know if it's going to be, in terms of cutscenes, I don't know if it's going to be super welcoming to newcomers.
I imagine they might include like a recap stuff, like as you get to this part, then they'll recap this section and what happened here, so newcomers might be able to dive in. It's still a text version of it, so maybe not ideal. Honestly, I wonder if they might try to, because we don't have a firm release date for this, only 2020. Maybe Switch owners might get all the pre-PS4 games on the system before that happens. Won't help them for Kingdom Hearts 3, but at least it's something.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, just the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 or 2.5 or just the entire collection. Absolutely. That would be my way of getting into the series, because I've wanted to play it for a long time. And I think just having a great way to do that's been my problem, but then being on the Switch would just be so accessible. So hopefully this is just a doorway to more Kingdom Hearts on Switch.
That'd be really nice. Otherwise, if you do have a PS4, I think they have like the story so far for like $20 at this point, which is basically, well, it is all the games and all the story points you need up till that point. So it is extremely affordable to catch up with Kingdom Hearts. I'm not sure about time-wise, but
that's the problem. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Switch is it's so easy just to like dabble in and out whenever you want to. So I think that'd be the easiest way to play these games, because it's got to be a huge time sink to catch up at this point.
To be fair, the games aren't actually, like, it's about like 14 hours for Kingdom Hearts 1. Now, granted, if you're doing all the extra stuff, collecting, Kingdom Hearts 2, you're collecting all the Dalmatians, yeah, you'll definitely rack up that 40 to 60 hour mark, no problem. But if you're just powerhousing through the story, it's honestly really short. I remember doing like a replay for Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 in preparation for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I actually flew through the game. I was like, oh, this ain't too bad, I mean, that said, there are like 8 games to catch up with, so 14 times 8, it adds up to almost like a full-length game, a full JRPG. So, and at the very least, some games you could just watch the cutscenes. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You don't have to play.
Sure,
what's the digital one? There's like a digital Sora.
Coded.
Yeah, I didn't even play that one, man.
It says something when even the story so far, just for 358 and Coded, just like, here's just the cutscenes.
Yeah.
So here's a question as well. Like, we know this game has story elements, and we know it's basically the newest game in the timeline. But how important do you think this is going to be? Like, do you have to play this game to understand what's going to go on in the next one? Or is this kind of just an excuse to give this game a story?
My guess is it's not going to be completely necessary. I think it's all going to be set up for, this is the next stage. This is what the next action game or spin-off will have you do. It's not going to be like, you need to know this setup. It's just like, oh, we know what we need to do next in order to find Sora.
You know what's funny as well is they call this Phase 2 of Kingdom Hearts. So was the last 20 years Phase 1?
Yep, we finally finished the Dark Seeker arc, or the Xehanort saga.
Yep. Yeah, no, it does look like they're prepping for the new stuff, though. Even with, like, Dark Road, not to get off melodies of memory here, but, it looks like they're moving to the next phase, the next 20 years of our life. Mm-hmm. So. Yep,
it's the big focus this time around. Like, seems to be the Master of Masters, which I'm sure. These throwing these terms around for John, I just feel bad.
It's going so over my head. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
It's likely the guy in the black cloak that you saw there that was in front of Kairi, and a lot of people have noted that Melody of Memories also, MOM, Master of Masters as well. So there might be that connection. So we might finally see what he looks like. We might finally get a idea of what he actually wants, because we don't know if he's actually a bad guy or not. It's they've left it extremely ambiguous about what all is going on. And the sad thing is that dude and all these important characters initiated in the freaking mobile game.
I know. That's what I'm saying, man. Kingdom Hearts is so spread out. I mean, well, it's not as spread out anymore now that it's on, like, the Story Thus Far collection, but even, I feel, the Unchained or whatever, Union, Chained X, whatever they call it.
Union Cross,
yeah. Like, even that has, like, important bits or, like, moments where you're like, what? Huh? How is, why is Ventus in here? Isn't this, like, hundreds of years before Sora and friends, There's so much to unpack. Yeah. And Godspeed, John. I mean, I really mean that. Godspeed. God bless you. Like, good luck. I love the series, and even I'm like, I gotta look up theories or like, explain the ending to this or explain the meaning of this, because I am lost and they retcon things and but that's not here or there.
Yeah, Union Cross and Dream Drop Distance is where I think the plot really just like started getting confusing to me. I can mostly follow what the heck's going on, but I don't want to sit through a mobile game and play Union Cross to figure out what's going on. We got a nice little kind of recap in the was it 2.8 collection or something like that, or maybe it's 2.5. That gave us the broad strokes, and I'll take that because I tried to play the mobile game and just didn't do anything for me. But that being said, I am much more likely to play Melody of Memories and enjoy it for what it is, because I just can't get into mobile.
Really? Oh, I love the mobile game, personally. I'm not caught up, but, like, you know, I log in every day. I get my, you know, jewels, which are, like, the special transaction and all that stuff. I like it a lot more than Chain of Memories combat, personally.
Oh, wow. So I'm guessing you're excited for Dark Road as well.
I don't know. I saw cards, man. I got very discouraged.
Oh, no.
I saw cards. I got very, very nervous. I'm just not a card person, man. Not in my games. I'm not a card. I'm just not, man. I want to slash things, okay? That's what I want.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Melody does that. So, yeah, that's just Kingdom Hearts for you. You can go on these tangents from a rhythm game to 2 mobile games and talking about how it ties into the main third game. God, I hate and love this series so much.
I love this series. I really do. You know, I grew up with it, but keeping up with it is a chore, to be sure.
Oh, yeah. I like I said, I love it. It has does a lot of great things, and it can get you right in the feels when you're connected like it, like we are. But it's hard to get those newcomers into it. And there's always the people that are making fun of the titles and the crazy stories and the designs, and it's like, whatever, I'm in it. I'm here for it. I know what I'm in for. That's what it is.
I will say this one doesn't look too bad. I think you can accept the story. It doesn't seem like it's pushing too hard. And even the title is pretty normal by Kingdom Hearts standards. Like, this seems like a kind of an accessible point to jump in.
Yeah, it's not a fraction number.
Yeah. Totally.
That was ridiculous.
But, well, do we have anything else we want to talk about for Melody of Memories, or are we good?
I'm actually kind of surprised that it's coming out 2020, just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of shocking. I was like, oh, okay, so it's nearby. Mm-hmm. It's, you know, we have about 6 months left until it comes out, you know, assuming that's the latest, right?
True.
So.
All right, well, I think that about covers it for our Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memories discussion. So thank you for watching, and if you like this video, be sure to like us on Facebook and Twitter at GameXplain. And Amber, where can they find you at?
Oh, you can find me on YouTube at Pelvic Gaming. I do a lot of JRPG videos. I have some Kingdom Hearts content on there for you guys. And of course, Twitter at Lady Pelvic. I'm very active on there, and you know, I'd love to chat with you guys on more Kingdom Hearts goodness. So, and thank you, Derek and John, for inviting me on this podcast. I feel so humbled. I'm so honored. I love you both.
Our pleasure to have you. It was a lot of fun. So, yeah, definitely check out Amber at Pelvic Gaming. And, of course, be sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on Kingdom Hearts and other things gaming as well. Until next time, bye.